Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of Camilla Cava Food Photography Podcast. Today I'm speaking with super talented lady Anna from Serving Dumplings blog. You may know her as the winner of Most Inspiring Dinners Award of Saveur Blog Award 2019, or because she's part of Team Nikon in Belgium. This lovely lady is not only a super talented food photographer, but also a food consultant and owner of a food truck. Together we have a casual conversation talking about her ways of working, her businesses, about food styling, what it means having an agency for your images, and what it means winning the Saveur Blog Awards. So have fun and hope you'll find some very inspiring lessons in this episode, as I did talking to this super lovely lady. Enjoy! Hi Anna.
Hi Kamal.
How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Thank you so much for joining me on this podcast.
Thank you.
First of all.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And I'd love for you maybe to introduce yourself to the people that don't know you yet. A little bit about what you do, who you are.
So I'm Anna. I do have a food blog. It's called Serving Dumplings, and where I cook a lot, many things, and love to photograph. I photograph my own food, and it's I'm a consultant, private consultant in my real life, and I do have a food truck in the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I saw about this, but consultant for what exactly?
It's all about food.
Oh yeah, so food consultancy.
Yeah, food consultancy.
Ooh, tell me more about that.
It's like when you have a farmer and he's growing, let's say, blueberries. They can call me and I can give them some advice, like what you can do more with your product. Like make jams and or juices or stuff. So I also develop the juices and everything. Wow. So when you have, let's say, a potato farmer, they can make fries out of it, cut them into fries and sell them, like in stores, something like that. Just give advice. How to make money, how to grow more money.
That is so interesting. I did not know that about you. Wow. And how did you got into this business?
I don't know. I have always been working in restaurants. I had a restaurant myself. And when we quit, someone asked me to help them out. And this is like, it's like... it's just happened.
That is so interesting.
To have more and more questions about this, to help people and
Sick.
Yeah,
that is super interesting. Yeah. So besides food blogging, you're also a food consultant, and you also have a food truck.
I have a food truck.
Wow.
The food truck is in the summer. Yeah. And during the year, I also do private cooking, like dinners. I do private dinners at home for people, like birthday parties and stuff like that.
That is so interesting as well. Yeah. So all food related. So you still missed that related, kind of when you had restaurant with food making, and now you turned it into many different businesses.
Yeah.
That's right. So fun.
I was tired of sitting the whole time at the same place, so now it's like, it's flexible. It's you can meet so many people. It's you can't get tired of this.
No, I
never.
Bet. And especially with so many different sides of it.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting. I never knew there was such thing as food consultant. That's another new world that's opening in my mind right now. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah. That is so interesting. Right. And so how long have you been doing this?
We started our restaurant when, like I was 20. I studied for public relations and communication, but I started to work there and it was like, this is not me. It's like I felt, I don't know, closed between those people. I don't know.
Very familiar feeling. Yeah, I had the same.
And then we had the opportunity to open a restaurant, so we did. And it was just a small thing, but I loved it, and that's how it started.
So how long ago did that happen when you started your restaurant?
We were 20.
20.
Yeah.
Right. Nice. And how long have you been photographing then? Because you photograph your food and your images are wow.
Thank you.
Very gorgeous.
Thank you. I started to photograph in the restaurant. We were taking pictures to that we can show each other how to make a dish or something, or how to serve when my husband wasn't around. So
Right.
So that's how it started, just like this.
That is so fun.
Or to show your staff how to serve the dishes or something, or the appetizers and stuff like that. But it was just with your phone or something. And then we started to take pictures with a digital camera because of it was better. And then when we stopped the restaurant, I just missed cooking. So I started the food blog, and then I had to make pictures. So my husband is really interested into photography, so he told me how to use your camera and everything, and the light, and so I started to learn about it, practice, and
And you learned it then all by yourself, well, with your husband's help?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for wow, that is so interesting.
Yeah,
because your images are crazy
Okay,
beautiful.
thank you.
Definitely, the use of light is amazing.
Thanks.
And editing also, you learned yourself.
Yeah. It's with Photoshop.
Photoshop mostly.
Yeah.
So no Lightroom or
just in Lightroom and then in Photoshop. Yeah, both.
Same with me.
Yeah.
I do like a basic edits in Lightroom and then I
okay.
to Photoshop. Wow, interesting. So for how long do you have your food blog right now?
5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years of photographing. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I really love it.
The photography.
I eat everything about it.
Also.
Just to create the recipes, to think about it, to go to the grocery stores and
the ingredients.
Everything. Yeah.
So
and then cooking, and then the pictures. When I think about the dish, I know how to photograph it, and
So you already decide how you're gonna photograph even before you cooked and saw the dish, and you already have a whole idea. That is so interesting. And how do you decide what you're gonna cook?
It depends on the season. It's always it's like now, let's say the oranges, the blood oranges are so beautiful right now. So only thing I can think of is blood oranges and stuff like that, or so it's really seasonal. Or when I go to on a trip or something, then you're always inspired,
and then you want to recreate the dishes. Right, because for me, I don't know, every time I need to photograph or I want to photograph something for my portfolio, let's say, because I don't have a food blog, I'm a food photographer. So whenever I want to photograph something for food portfolio and I need to decide what to cook, my brains just shut off because of all the decisions, like of all the options that I can make. So for me, it's very difficult to choose, should I make this dish or should I make that dish? So that's why I was asking. I was very curious, how do you choose? But indeed, like, it depends on the ingredients, of course, and what looks beautiful at the season. Fresh. Nice. Beautiful. And then, so how does your, let's say, photography day look like? Do you do everything in one day, like buy ingredients and photograph?
It depends of how difficult the dish is. You know, how long it will take to make the dish, to cook. Sometimes I go a day before and to the store and prepare everything. But most of the time it's the day that I will take the photographs. Yeah.
So same day you cook?
Yeah.
And do you already prepare the set before the dish is ready, or do you first cook the dish, then you style the dish, and then you move on to photography, and then you do styling on the place itself?
I start with cooking, then when it cooks I prepare the setting and everything. Yeah.
Right. Nice. Yeah, that's really interesting. And how does, because for me what's very impressive, and now I kind of understand why, but what's very impressive in your photography for me is the food styling itself, how the food looks like. You. It is so gorgeous, because the images are mostly like, let's say, minimalistic. Food portraiture. Food is in complete attention.
Yeah.
But the food looks so amazing. So I was wondering, do you have some tips in food styling, or how do you do it? Like, does it take you ages to?
It took me a while, like some time to understand the colors, the texture. I love it when it looks like it's real. I don't like the food that it looks like you bought it and just put on your plate without any sauce or something. I just love it when it's just real food, and that's how I style it. I think I love it just like it's messy. Yeah.
But do you and then do you create the mess yourself? Is it all thought through decisions how it's look, or you just put it on a plate and then or is it step by step?
No, it's not step by step, but it's I just kind of put it in the plate, on the plate, but I think about it when I do it. It needs to be messy, but it needs to be it needs to be I don't know how to say it. Needs to look delicious.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah,
it's very important in food photography, isn't it? Yeah,
really because delicious. It can be messy and it can look like you don't want to eat it.
Yeah. Especially if it comes to comfort food or something like that. Those are tough ones. Right. And do you use like things like tweezers or anything like that to move still grasses at the end, or is really like
just oil? Sometimes just oil. Just that's it.
To get the
get the growth, the
shine. How is it called? Like there's a word for it. Was
glossy, something glossy.
Highlights. That's how they're called. I think.
Yeah.
That's very popular right now. I saw. Right. Okay. Nice. So that was about food styling. And for photography, what I wanted to ask you about is, do you use natural light or artificial light?
It's always natural light.
Always natural light.
Yeah. I have such a big window. I love it. So, yeah.
Yeah, she already showed me around, and it's a north-facing window, a huge one. So that's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. And another thing that I noticed in your photography is that you have really, really gorgeous backgrounds. So I was wondering if you have some tips. Well, first of all, what do you use for backgrounds, and where do you get these backgrounds from?
I love to use natural backgrounds. I find most of mine in thrift stores, and most of the time I just give them some more paint or make them look more old. That's it.
Oh, wow.
That's the only thing, yeah.
But the paint, when you paint them yourself to make it look old?
Yeah, so like the white backdrop, I paint it first, and then I just rubbed it with everything, with stones outside, and
to create all the
scratches,
Wow.
Put coffee on it and everything I could find, and
just to make it all look old and used. Yeah. That's really creative. Sick. And it's colored just simple white.
This was just white, with maybe a little bit gray in it. So I tried to combine different colors.
Wow, interesting. So you create your own backgrounds as well. Nice. Okay, that was very interesting for me. And in terms of, let's say, your business, how does your typical day look like usually? Do you have like a routine, some sort, or?
Yeah, I do. When I'm consulting, then it's only the thing. It's really time consuming, yeah. But when I'm photographing, I try to concentrate only on the photographs and the food, because otherwise it will look like nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
makes sense. It needs like for me at least, it needs like a whole day attention if I photograph a dish.
I need to be. True. It needs to be quiet. I need to be left alone and
inspired.
Just because otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And actually, do you do food photography then for clients also, or
yeah,
also as well?
Also, yeah. So yeah, I develop recipes for magazines with photographs, or they ask me to just only to photograph some food. And I also work with a French agency that sells my photos.
Right.
Yeah.
French agency. And how does that work with the agency to sell photos? Did they find you, or
they found me? Yeah. Yeah.
And is it a good source of income? Would you recommend this for other photographers?
It's an extra. It's just an extra. It's nice to have some extras. Yeah, that's it.
And then it sells your pictures that you do for your portfolio, as I understand, right?
Yeah. I just sent them the photos, and they people have like a huge where they can find just some kind of a database with all kinds of food photographers, and they just search for photos. They can just search for pancakes or something, and then I pop up with my pancakes, and so they can buy my photos.
And do you provide then recipe as well, or only photos?
For the agency, it's only photos. Yeah.
And for magazine, it happens that you do a recipe. And actually, how does that work? The magazines, do you approach them with a recipe and
most of the time they approach me.
They approach you.
Yeah.
And where do they find you?
Most of the time through my food blog.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's also very interesting. So, if you can tell us that, what would you say is your biggest source of income out of all these little businesses that you do? Well, out of all the businesses that you do, what would be the biggest source of income?
That's I think it's everything together. It's a small part from the photography, small part from the blog. I try to work more on my blog, try to make this also a business out of it.
Right.
And then it's the food truck in the summer. It also helps, and the dinners, the private dinners.
So it's all together.
It's everything together.
There's not one thing that pops out as a main, and the rest is just extra.
No.
Right.
It's just everything together.
Interesting.
But it's everything comes from that food blog, because people see my food and they ask me if I want to cook something for them, and so it's really nice.
So
to have different things
happening. Definitely. That's very exciting. I think it's very exciting, for sure. Interesting. Then I wanted to ask you, because in photography world, achievements, well, anywhere to be honest, but achievements are very important. And I've seen that you are now part of Team Nikon.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I was wondering, maybe you can tell us more about it. How did you become part of the Team Nikon, and what is it more as a bigger picture?
Yeah. So Nikon approached me, and we are like 5 different photographers. There is a wedding photographer, landscape, nature, adventure, and food, and portrait. There is also portrait. So we are like some kind of ambassadors for Nikon.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But that's for Belgium.
This is for Belgium.
Okay,
yeah. I think every country has got something like this for Nikon.
But now you're for whole Belgium Team Nikon for food photography.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
And what does it, if you can tell us, what does it give to you? Is there some sort of, I don't know, events that you do?
Yeah. I go. Most important is of course, the images on food blog and Instagram. It's important that people can see. Okay, this is Nikon. These colors are Nikon, and I go have presentations. I will have a presentation on Photo Days now in Brussels in March. So it's really exciting.
What is Photo Days?
Photo Days is a big expo, photography expo.
And when is it?
In March, from 13 till 15 March.
Nice.
In Brussels.
That's something interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know more about it, about the Photo Days right now? Who's going to be more of the speakers or not yet?
No, nothing. It's not announced yet.
It's going to be interesting to check it out as well.
Yeah.
Nice. So if you want to meet Anna, you know where to find her.
Yes. Sunday, 15 March.
Sunday, 15th of March, Photo Days. In Brussels, you mentioned.
In Brussels, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Also, Anna, I saw that you won Saveur Blog Award 2019 as a most inspired weeknight dinners.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, it was totally unexpected. It was such an amazing time. First of all, when I was nominated, I decided to go there. It was in Cincinnati this year. Cincinnati is in Ohio, Kentucky, Cincinnati.
Oh, exciting.
So it was amazing. I met so many great people, and it was like 5 days of discovering the city, exploring, and food from the morning till night. And there is also a lot of small distilleries growing, and we got to taste lots of wine and whiskey, and it was really amazing.
With other food bloggers.
Yeah, with other food bloggers.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great opportunity for networking, I bet. And meeting other inspiring people.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super exciting.
It was,
And this is something that food bloggers that were not nominated also can attend? Or it's specifically only for nominations?
Yes. Yeah, only for nominees,
Because that's when that makes it even more worth applying for these awards, I bet.
It's true,
Because meeting all those exciting people that
have
been nominated, that must be very spectacular.
But I wasn't expecting this at all. So it was, I won the Reader's Choice. So it was, it's really nice. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Very exciting. Another question I wanted to ask you is, do you have some recommendations how beginner food photographers can learn better to photograph their food?
Yeah. I would say practice a lot. Learn your colors, how to choose your background, and most important is light and your style.
Yeah.
Just when you find your style, it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some time.
And it takes some time, but it's really important.
It's really important and really nice.
It makes it really easier to photograph. You will be, really like doing it. Yeah,
indeed. When I discovered my style, then I also felt more confident with my photos. Because before that, I didn't. Well, I still often. It happens that I doubt my pictures.
Yeah, of course, me too. When I see my pictures from a year
Seems
or
like
2 years ago,
stops, right?
no,
it never stops. That's
no,
exciting thing.
Yeah,
that's what we were saying not long time ago. That photography is so exciting because you never stop learning and you never stop investing and finding new ways, and the trends keep changing. So it's all
absolutely
all very very exciting. Okay, and do you have some recommendations over some books or blogs or influencers that it's interesting for others to follow and that inspire you? Because that's always fun to find new sources of inspiration.
Yeah, I like I love to cook like all kinds of food, and I met Maggie from Omnivore's Cookbook last year in Cincinnati. And I love her. I love her style of cooking, and she's really funny.
Nice.
And I also love, let me say, Aaron Goyoga from Canelle Vanille. I love her style. She's so, it's light and it's really feminine, and it looks like just, like it's, I don't know how to say it, like she puts it on her plate, just takes a picture, and it's beautiful.
It already looks amazing, right?
Every single time. It's so amazing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you very much for all of this wonderful conversation. It was super, super fun to talk to you. Maybe you can tell the listeners where we can find you.
Yeah, my food blog is Serving Dumplings, and on Instagram I'm Anna's Table. So
then they can
please
find and follow you and see your beautiful work done.
Thank you.
I will definitely link Anna's Instagram, and I'll give a link to her blog under the podcast notes.
Thank you.
So this is how we end. So thank you very much, Anna. It was my pleasure to talk to you.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you.
Bye.